All right, here we go. Daily chart here for dollar. This breaker we had outlined pretty much all week. Working it there, breaking lower. So my next draw on dollar, we had this volume imbalance. I want to see us reach that. All right, simple enough. Let's go to the hourly chart. All right, pretty clear. Easy to see where we're headed. We also have sell side underneath this low. Just cleared sell side here, relative equal lows. S&P, we have buy side above this high. This is a little bit more realistic. This wick here on the hourly chart, I would like to see us get into that today, which is this level right here. The Dow, buy side above this high. Pretty one directional. And lastly but not least, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Weekly chart, see if we have any new week opening gaps. First one catches my eye right away. This candle's closed. This candle's open. Pretty large new week opening gap. So gotta have that level on your chart. You can see us working it there. That could be used as support or resistance on the lower time frames. Drop down to the daily. Nothing much to analyze here. This is really all just consolidation. Hourly chart. Look at the high of this candle. Right to the high of the new week opening gap. We have a breaker on the 15-minute. These three consecutive up close candles, but my focus is on this last one here. Low, high, lower low. This is your breaker. 5-minute, your breaker is these two candles. And finally, your 1-minute chart. Now we just wait for news that comes out in 9 minutes. So we're just going to sit tight. Let's take a look at the Forex pairs before news hits. Euro dollar, cleared buy side. We also have buy side above here. Pound dollar, looking to catch up to the euro, buy side up here. USD CAD dropping. Forex pairs with dollar listed first. Those should be moving with the dollar. And pound yen, or no, dollar yen should also be showing bearishness. And that's what we get. So everything symmetrical. That's what we like to see. Bullish breaker. 2 down close candles. That's a bullish order block with a fair value gap. Market structure shift. And clearing sell side underneath this low. Once we rallied and dropped back down. Dollar index reached its objective we outlined. So now what I'm watching to see is if dollar reverses here because we did hit our target on the daily time frame, or do we want to continue working our way lower and aim for lower prices? But since dollar reached its objective, Nasdaq could reverse or consolidate. So I'm paying close attention to the dollar. Now normally, if I was bearish, I will look for this fair value gap to act as a breakaway gap. So if we trade up past consequent encroachment, then I'm seeing that as price is bullish and we're strong. Because if you're bearish, you wouldn't want to see this fair value gap traded to. You would want to see this stay open. 5-minute chart, Nasdaq. Look at the bodies. Respecting the high of this breaker. Looking for a displacement and a fair value gap on the 1-minute. Looking at the dollar, showing some strength as of now. I wanted to see how we trade in this fair value gap. We're above it now. So this could cause lower prices for Nasdaq. Look at euro dollar. Pound dollar looking weak now. Failed to take out its buy side. So things are flipping bearish, which is fine. The way dollar's looking, Not sure if I trust longs. This is what I see dollar reaching into. All right, short here in this fair value gap. Stop loss placement is above consequent encroachment of this wick. And then I'm looking at the 5-minute as a bearish breaker. Or no, 15-minute. You could do the 5 too. So high, low, higher high, last down close candle, bearish breaker. We have sell side all throughout here. I'm going to aim for this lower sell side down here simply because this low isn't really enough range for profit taking. Dollar's looking really bullish, so that's what I like to see. Aiming for these equal highs. So dollar rallying higher. I want to see if Nasdaq could work its way lower. 2 consecutive up close candles before this displacement rotation lower. It's a bearish order block. Now once we, or if we clear this low, I'll take my risk off. I want to see speed underneath this low and quickly get sell side down here. Watch the low of this breaker, see if that acts as resistance and takes us lower. We opened. Let me zoom in a little bit. We open, trade it up into the low of the breaker. I want to see if that could take us into sell side. All right, I like how we closed past consequent encroachment of this wick. I'm seeing that as price is heavy. So now, after seeing that, I'm comfortable moving my stop to break even. Usually you want to see consequent encroachment of wicks act as support. We close past it. This candle's close right here tells me that price is heavy and we're likely to trade down and get our sell side down here. So risk-free trade, and then you just let it go. These 3 consecutive up close candles here, that is a bearish order block. Okay, consecutive up close candles before this rotation lower. That should act as resistance should we come back up and trade into this wick. I want to see this entire wick act as resistance. Short low retracement took a partial. Oops, let me change this real quick. All right, so I closed my first contract 20 handles early. So my second contract, to make up for that, I'm looking to get an additional 20 handles. And I'm okay if I don't get that. This is why I like having 2 contracts on, because when price does this, we're that close to our sell side level and price starts to consolidate, play around near your target. Just pay yourself. Pay yourself. That way you don't feel anxious about closing the trade or worrying about your stop loss. Take a partial. You're already finishing the day in the green, finishing the week in the green, and then see if you get this right here. Yeah, price is really stalling. Let's see what the dollar's doing. Dollar index cleared that buy side. Yeah, we'll close it. So that's it. I'll still be watching for the sell side down here, but Nasdaq was pulling some foolishness. But I'm gonna count that as a win. That counts as a win, right? 5 trade win streak. I'm counting that. It didn't hit TP, but I paid myself here, closed here. That's a win. All right, that's 5 in a row. 5 in a row. I'll take it. Friday group discussion in that channel in about, what time is it? 40 minutes or so. All right, if you can make it, please tune in. We're gonna have some good conversations in there. We have no news on Monday, so I will not be trading. It will be a free stream. No button pushing, so be on the lookout for that. But be safe. Love y'all. I'm about to edit this and hop in the group discussion in about an hour. All right, peace.